Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I put up a poll on my Patreon for albums to vote for, and Dangerously in Love by Beyonce won the poll, but Alanis Morissette's Jagged Little Pill was like 2% behind. The voting was super split. It was like neck and neck. So I decided, why not react to both? Even though Jagged Little Pill lost, I've already reacted to Dangerously in Love and loved it. So now it's time to give this album a listen. I know absolutely nothing about Alanis Morissette. I feel like I've heard her name a lot and seen this album come up when people talk about like some of the great albums of the past 50 years. And I think it's on Apple Music's 100 Best Albums list. So it's highly regarded in the music industry, and I'm super excited to listen to an artist that I know nothing about, because the last time that happened, I listened to Toni Braxton, and I seriously love Toni now. So I know this isn't the same vibe as Toni. However, I'm excited to know nothing about an artist and sort of listen to them for the first time. Also, I'm still a little sick, so that's why my nose is very red. This reaction was uploaded to Patreon days and days, probably a week early, so head over there if you're interested in watching all of the content the moment it drops. Extra content like music videos, live performances, all the good stuff is over on Patreon, so head over there. That's also where you can support me, and it means the most to me. So thank you for all of your support. Let's listen to this album. Whoa, I have a really red nose. I didn't realize until right now when the lights really came on. Okay, here we go. All I Really Want. I see the genre is alternative. The sun is moving behind a bunch of clouds because the lighting keeps changing. I wonder if I'm gonna recognize any of these songs. This album came out 2 years before I was born.
My sweater is on backwards and inside out, and you say how appropriate.
So interesting.
I dissect everything today. I don't mean to pick you apart, you see, but I can't help it.
I'm already, sorry to pause, I'm not going to do this too often, but I already love her vocal performance on this. She's making the words more interesting and kind of stick in your brain more by doing these weird inflections on word. Whoa.
Do I wear you out? You must wonder why I'm relentless and all strung out. I'm consumed by the chill of solitary. I'm like a Stella. I like to reel it in and then spit it out. I'm frustrated by your apathy.
I feel like I need to be paying really close attention to the lyrics here. I like screaming in the background. Sonically, loving what I'm hearing.
So petrified of silence. Here, can you You think about your bills, your ex, your deadlines.
So
When you
cool.
think you're gonna die.
Whoa, I was wondering if she was gonna cut it, but I didn't realize she was gonna be like fully cut the music.
Distraction.
That's actually so crazy because I'm a person who cannot handle any amount of silence. I need to be filling, I mean, if you've watched my videos, you'd know, I need to be filling in the silence with words at all times. It makes me so uncomfortable.
And all I need now is intellectual intercourse. A soul that dig the hole much deeper. And I have no concept of time other than it is playing. If
True.
only I could kill the killer. And all I really want is some peace, man. A place to find a common ground. And all I really want is a wavelength. And all I really want is some comfort. A way to get my hands untied. And all I really want is some justice.
The vocal delivery is insane. Okay. This song was a great opener. I feel like she's telling us what she really wants right off the bat, and maybe it's setting the tone for the album. But I feel like, do you guys know that video where Jaden Smith is like, can we talk about the economic and political state of the world right now? Like, I feel like that's kind of what she's doing here. It's like, can we go a little bit deeper than this small talk or pleasantries? Like, what is life really about? And I feel like that's kind of what she's digging into. She wants something deeper. She said intellectual intercourse at one point. She wants someone who challenges her, who makes her think maybe outside of the box. And not maybe a romantic partner, but somebody who just more of that intellectual discourse in real life. Still relevant today. Let's go to the next track. It is called You Oughta Know. Oh, I meant to say the vocal delivery there was insane. The inflection that she's putting on certain words here is really making them stand out. And her like, oh, that part, the way, I'm not even going to try to do that, how she did it, but it really sticks in your head because it's so different.
You to know that I'm happy for you. I wish nothing but the best for you both. I know the version of me. Is she perverted like me? Would she go down on you in a theater? Does she speak eloquently? And would she have your baby? I'm sure she'd make a really excellent mother. 'Cause the love that you gave every day wasn't able to make it enough for you to be open wide.
Whoa.
No,
Da-da-da-da-da-da. The melody.
every time you speak the name, does she know how you told me you'd hold the world till you died, but you're still alive, and I'm here to
Ooh.
remind you of the mess you left when you went away. It's not fair to deny me of the cross I bear that you gave to me. You ought to know. You seem very well.
Okay. This is about, well,
Peace.
let me let it play.
I'm not quite as well. I thought you should know. Did you forget about me, Mr. Duplicity? I hate to bug you in the middle of dinner. There was
Dinner.
a slap in the face, how quickly I was replaced. And are you thinking of me when you fuck her? 'Cause the love that you gave every day wasn't able to make it enough for you to be open.
Is she talking about that intellectual intercourse? or just actual intercourse. Ooh. Love how this slowed down right here. I think Olivia Rodrigo has sourced Alanis as a reference or an inspiration, and I can hear it in the lyrics. Good for you, deja vu. Eyes. I think that was my Apple Music that kind of cut out right there, right? Because that, I don't think was... Whoa, so it does do that little cutout? That was weird. It's weird when you're listening with headphones and the music completely cuts out. It feels like something went wrong, which happened in All I Really Want as well. Okay, that song, as I mentioned, reminded me a lot of Olivia Rodrigo's music lyrically. She's talking about someone who is not with her anymore but made all of these promises to her when they were in the relationship, and now that they're with someone else, she's hoping that they are reminded of her in basically everything. And I love the concept of that. That was a great song. Again, crazy inflections on her voice here. This is not something or the kind of music that I listen to often, and I'm intrigued by it. Like, very intrigued. Let's go to the next track. It's called Perfect. Surely that wasn't supposed to cut out. Okay, this is a softer one.
If you're flawless, then you're in my love.
Very pretty.
Don't forget to win first place. Don't forget to keep that smile on your face. Be a good boy. Try a little harder.
Harder. Like she's really pronouncing syllables.
Make me prouder.
Consonants, whatever.
How long before you screw it up? And how many times do I have to tell you to hurry up?
You could hear the pain in her voice.
With everything I do for you,
Beautiful.
the least you can do is keep quiet. Be a good girl. You gotta try a little harder.
she talking to herself?
I'll live for you, I'll make it what I never was. If you're the best, then maybe so am I. Compared to her, I'm doing this for your own damn good. He'll make up for what I blew. What's the problem? Why are you crying? Be a good boy. Push a little farther now.
Beautiful.
That wasn't fast enough to make us happy. We'll love you just the way you are. If you're perfect.
Oh my god, that was so good. You could hear emotion, and that build-up was insane because it started off really delicate and pretty, and then it kind of felt like turmoil, like turning a relationship that was perfect at the beginning into this like not so perfect mess, which of course that's how every situation is going to turn into because we're not perfect people. And that's kind of what she's saying. I think she's singing to the boy and to herself. She's saying both of them need to try harder and to be the best they can be. But they can't meet their own standards of perfection. I think that's what that's about. Okay, I love that. We're going to go to the next track. It is called Hand in My Pocket. I don't know why my music keeps cutting out. I need to restart this. Okay. I'm loving her delivery here. It's so crazy sounding, but in a good way. Okay, I've heard this. I already can tell from this line that I've heard this on TikTok before.
I'm poor, but I'm kind. I'm short, but I'm
Yeah.
healthy. Yeah. I'm high, but I'm grounded. I'm sane, but I'm overwhelmed. I'm lost, but I'm hopeful, baby. And what it all comes down to is that everything's gonna be fine, fine, fine.
Fine, fine, fine.
'Cause I've got one hand in my pocket and the other one is giving a high five.
Okay, I like this.
I feel drunk but I'm sober. I'm young and I'm underpaid. I'm tired but I'm working, yeah.
Okay.
I care but I'm restless. I'm here but I'm really gone. I'm wrong and I'm sorry, baby. And what it all comes down to is that everything's gonna be quite alright.
What a great message of a song.
'Cause I've got one hand in my pocket and the other one is flicking a cigarette.
Okay. I love the visual of one hand in the pocket. It's just like casual, carefree. This is really painting a picture visually for me. I love these back and forths too.
Comes down to is that I haven't got it all figured out just yet.
The human experience is what the song is.
'Cause I've got one hand in my pocket and the other one is giving a peace sign.
I love that she's switching what each one is doing, what each other hand is
I'm
doing.
free but I'm focused. I'm green but I'm wise. I'm hard but I'm friendly, baby. I'm sad but I'm laughing. I'm brave but I'm chicken shit. I'm sick but I'm pretty, baby. And what it all
I'm sick.
comes down to is that no one's really got it figured out just yet.
We're all living life for the first time.
But I've got one hand in
What's she gonna say?
and the other one is playing the piano.
Oh. That's like the swaggiest way you could play piano. One hand in your pocket. Wow. I've only hailed a taxi cab one time in my life, and it was in Shanghai, China. Okay. I absolutely love this. The meaning of the song is incredible. We're all just living this life. Nothing is perfect, and that is okay. It's okay to not be perfect because I'm all of these other things that balance it out. It's a balance. Life is about a balance. I love the visual of hand in my pocket being like that carefree attitude. That is a perfect way of describing that. I love that. Ooh, I hear gardening happening. I hope it's not too loud for you guys. I'm sorry if it is. Okay, next track is Right Through You. Here we go. I loved Hand in My Pocket.
Wait a minute, man. You mispronounced my name. You didn't wait for all the information before you turned me away.
You know, it's funny, before I listened to this album, I went on Google and checked how to pronounce her name.
Wait a minute, sir.
Sir.
Kinda hurt my feelings.
Uh-oh.
You see me as a sweet back-loaded puppet, and you've got meal ticket taste. I see right through you. I know right through you. I feel right through you. I walk right through you.
This one has a very rocky element to it.
You took me for a joke. You took me for a child. You took a long, hard look at my ass and then played golf for a while. You shake us like a fish. You pat me on the head. Took me out to wine dine 69 me, but didn't hear a damn word I said. See right through you. I know right through you. I feel right through you. I walk right through you. Oh, hello, Mr. Man.
Mr.
You didn't
Man.
think I'd come back. You didn't think I'd show up with my army and this ammunition on my back. Now that I'm Miss Fame, now that I'm a zillionaire, you scan the credits for your name and wonder why it's not there. I see right through you. I know right through you.
This is talking about someone who's a leech.
I walk right through
Doesn't really care about anything except their own personal gain.
you.
Why does it keep cutting out? Yeah, that was really good. It's about, yeah, I said somebody who's a leech, who is a narcissist, basically. They only care about themselves. Interesting. That one was probably lowest on my favorites list, but it wasn't bad. I actually enjoyed it a lot. And the lyrics in these songs are so good. I'm noticing that Alanis wrote every single song, and she has a co-writer, Glenn Ballard, who wrote almost every song with her as well. We're going to track number 6, Forgiven. Here we go. Whoa. Is it crazy to say that this guitar already sounds familiar? I don't know if it... No. Beautiful picking. Finger picking. Catholic. This is gonna be some Catholic guilt.
We make up for so much time. A little too late. I never forgot it, confusing as it was. No fun with no guilt feelings. The sinners, the saviors, the loveless freestyle. See you next Sunday. We all have reasons to be there. We all have a thing or two to learn. We all need something to cling to. So we did. I sang hallelujah in the choir. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah.
Beautiful.
I confess my darkest deeds to an envious man. And my brothers, they never went blind for what they did, but I may as well have in the name of the Father, the skeptic, and the Son. I had one more stupid question. We all had reasons to be there. We all had a thing or two to learn.
This is beautiful.
We all need something to cling to. So we did. What I learned I rejected, but I believe again. I suffer the consequence of this inquisition. If I jump in this fountain, will I be forgiven?
Beautiful.
We all had our reasons to be there. We all had a thing
Sounds a bit like Lord.
to learn. We all needed something to cling to. So we did. We all had delusions in our heads. We all had our minds made up for us. We had to believe in something. So we did. We all had our reasons to be there. We all had a thing to learn. We all needed something to cling to. So we did.
Beautiful.
So we
Oh my god, that was so excellent. It was kind of right at the beginning when I said, this is about Catholic guilt. She said, that was really great. And I think, I'm trying to think if she's saying when she says we all had our reasons, I'm trying to think if that is her trying to justify like why people go to church or lean on religion, or is she saying those are the reasons why we kind of do this backsliding and kind of fall into these sins. And she even said at the beginning that as a Catholic girl, what did she say? You make up for so much time a little too late. kind of like once you get to a certain age, you start rebelling against maybe what you believed growing up, and you're making up for lost time. So you're going off the deep end, like from 0 to 100. But then she talks about kind of finding it again, and what does she say? You come back to it when you're older, or you kind of realize you need something to believe in, and that kind of keeps you going. And so everybody has their reasons why they, I guess, believe what they believe and why they do what they do. Maybe it's about the situation, the sin, and why they're leaning on a specific religion or whatever. I don't know. I don't care. It's a great song. It was really, really great. I loved it. Let's go to the next track. It's called You Learn. Here we go. Why does my music keep just cutting out for 1 second? It's so annoying.
I recommend getting your heart trampled on to anyone.
Recommend getting your heart. Okay.
I recommend walking around naked in your living room.
Naughty neighbor.
Swallow it down, like a jagged little pill. It feels so good.
I love when artists do that. Mention the album title without it being a title track. Beautiful. Her lyrics are very much like she's having a conversation with the person that she's singing to.
I recommend sticking your foot in your mouth at any time. Feel free. Throw it down. The ocean knocks you from the lid. Hold it up to the place. You wait and see when the smoke clears. You live, you learn, you love, you learn, you cry, you learn, you lose, you learn, you bleed, you learn, you scream, you learn.
This is like music that you look out the window when you're driving and like picture that you're in the music video. Boy, who's gonna be okay. Again, with the very interesting ad-libs that again make it stick in your head. Just sounds very raw.
Wear it out, melt it down. You're gonna have to eventually. The fire trucks are coming up around the bend. You live, you learn, you love, you learn, you cry, you learn, you lose, you learn, you bleed, you learn, you scream, you learn.
Beautiful.
You grieve, you learn, you choke, you learn, you laugh, you laugh, you choose, you learn, you pray, you learn, you ask,
This is a beautiful song.
you laugh,
Whoa. She does insane things with her voice. Her voice is really used as an instrument. That song was absolutely beautiful. It is about how life is an instruction manual, and you learn along the way. regardless of the situation, if it's good or bad, you're going to learn something from it every single day. I loved this. What did she say? There was one thing I wanted to talk about. I don't remember specifically. I just love all of the you laugh, you learn, you live, you love, you cry, you lose. You live, you love, you cry, you lose, you bleed, you scream, and then she goes even deeper at the end with grieve and choke and laugh and choose and pray and ask and live. And all of those things will help you learn. This is an instruction manual on life. And it is so true. I think a lot of times people aren't living in the present. People are really focused on the future, and I don't know, it's hard to be present when you're so focused on what you're going to be doing 3 years from now. But it's important to take everything in, all around us. I loved that song. It was beautiful. Let's go to the next track. Head Over Feet. Okay, forget the heels.
I had no choice but to hear you. You stated your case time and again. I thought about it. You treat me like I'm a princess. I'm not used to lying there. You ask how my day was. You've already won me over in spite of me. And don't be alarmed if I fall head over feet. And don't be surprised if I love you for all that you are. I couldn't help it. It's all your fault. Your love is thick and it swallowed me whole. You're so much braver than I gave you credit for. That's not lip service. You've already won me over.
Interesting way it transitions into the chorus there.
And don't be alarmed if I fall head over feet. And don't be surprised if I love you for all that you are. I couldn't help it. It's all your fault. You are the bearer of unconditional things. You held your breath and the door for me. Thanks for your patience.
Ooh, love that there's this little pause in the song after she says patience. This is just about being in love. Beautiful. Someone who finally treats her right. This album is very much the human experience.
You're the best listener that I've ever met. You're my best friend with benefits. What
Love that.
took me so long? I've never felt this healthy before. I've never wanted something rational. I am aware now. I am aware now.
Pulling everything back except for this
You've
guitar.
already won me over in spite of me. And don't be alarmed if I fall head over
Okay, I like it.
and don't be surprised if
I was unsure at first.
love you for all that you are. I couldn't help it. It's all your fault. You've already won me over in spite of me. And don't be alarmed if I fall head over feet. And don't be surprised if I love you for all that you are. I couldn't help it. It's all your fault. La, 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 yeah.
Nice harmonica, some Bob Dylan vibes. Beautiful. As the song is kind of ending, I just want to talk about how she sings in this song about how, yes, she's falling in love with this person, but she talks about how she's used to kind of being in love with like this toxic idea, because she says at the beginning, you treat me like I'm a princess. I'm not used to liking that. So she is saying that she usually wants some edge, some, what's that, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Toxicity. She likes the toxicness in her life. Maybe it keeps it interesting for her, but then she meets this person who is the complete opposite of that, and she realizes that she deserves that this is what she actually was looking for the whole time. She just was kind of not allowing herself to have it. Very good song. I didn't like it at first, up until the first chorus, and then afterwards I was like, okay, wait a minute, this is pretty good. Let's go to the next track. It's called Mary Jane. Here we go. Why does it do that? Ooh, this sounds pretty already.
You lost your place in line again. What a pity. Never seem to wanna dance anymore. It's a long way down on this roller coaster. The next chance streetcar went off the track, and you're on it. I hear you counting sheep again.
This is like depression.
What's the point of trying to dream anymore? I hear you losing weight again, Mary Jane. You ever wonder who you're losing it for?
Wow.
Well, it's full speed, baby, in the wrong direction. There's a few more bruises, if that's the way you insist on heading. Please be honest, Mary Jane.
Beautiful voice.
Please don't censor your tears.
This is so beautiful.
You're the sweet crusader, and you're on your way. You're the last crusader.
This was so beautiful. Her voice in this one was so reserved and had that delicate quality to it that just made it sound so beautiful. This song is kind of about people who hide what they're going through, especially people who appear to be perfect, and I think that's why she chose the name Mary Jane. Because Mary Jane, I don't know, something about that name sounds very polished, poised, like a person who is like kind of always sitting with good posture and is perfect on the outside, but is struggling with a lot on the inside. And she's kind of telling this person to open up. She said something really beautiful. I mean, she said a lot of beautiful things, but it was something about there are a few more bruises if you keep going down this path, implying that like if you keep going on this, not self-hate, but this depression, downward spiral, roller coaster dropping, she said something like that at the beginning, then you're going to get even more bruises than you already have at this point, because, and they're not necessarily physical bruises, mental bruises. Beautiful song. God, this album is so beautiful. Let's go to the next track. It's called Ironic. Track 10. Yeah, yeah. I love her weird ad-libs. Well, he is old. Oh. That would suck. This melody sounds familiar. Is this in a movie or something? This reminds me of You Learn. Whoa, delivering here is crazy.
When you're already late, and no smoking sign on your cigarette break. It's like 10,000 spoons when all you need is a knife. It's meeting the man of my dreams, and then meeting his beautiful wife. Isn't it ironic?
Beautiful wife. I like how she said
Don't
that.
you think? A little too ironic.
Life is ironic.
Really
You learn.
It's like
You gotta walk with your hand in your pocket. So true. God. This is also just a reminder of the fact that life is short. I've been thinking about that so much lately, like how short life is. And I don't know, you take a lot of things for granted as you're living, and then it makes you not actually live a life worth living if you're not like living in the moment. Take a shot every time he says live or living. Okay, that song was so good. I loved the irony of it and the back and forth of a bad thing happening and then a good thing right after, or vice versa, like a good thing happening and then the person dies, like she said. And it's like, oh, that man waited 98 years to play the lottery and then he died when he won. Like, it's just ironic. It's like, what are the chances of that? Of course. And that's literally life. Beautiful song. This album is a very just introspective perspective of life, I think. Okay, let's go to the next track. It's called Not the Doctor, track 11. I've loved almost every song on this album so far. I think there was only one I didn't love, and I didn't dislike it either. I think it's Right Through You.
I don't wanna be the filler if the void is solely yours. I don't wanna be your glass of single malt whiskey hidden in the bottom drawer. And I don't wanna be a bandage if the wound is not mine.
Oh, I already feel like I know what this is going to be about. Talking about... Wait, how can I explain this? I feel like I don't have the words. Okay, the title is literally Not the Doctor. She's saying she can't fix you. I can fix you. No, really, I can. Oh, baby, I can't. Literally. Okay, I don't know.
Lend me some fresh air. I don't wanna be adored for what I merely represent to you. I don't wanna be a babysitter. You're a very big boy now. I don't wanna be a mother. I didn't carry you in my womb for 9 months. Show me the back door. Visiting hours are 9 to 5, and if I show up at 6:10, will I already know that you'll find some way to sneak me in and know? Mind the empty bottle with the holes along the bottom. You say it's too much to ask for, and I am not the doctor.
It's like, I can't save you. Those are your problems. Love it.
I don't wanna be the sweeper of the eggshells that you walk upon, and I don't wanna be your other half. I believe that one and one make two. I don't wanna be your food or the light from the fridge on your face at midnight. Hey, what are you hungry for?
She said fatty.
I don't wanna be the glue
Kidding.
that holds your pieces together. I don't wanna be your idol. See, this pedestal is high and I'm afraid of heights. I don't wanna be lived through a vicarious occasion, please.
Occasion. I love this.
Visiting hours are 9 to 5, and if I show up at 6:10, will I already know that you'd find some way to sneak me in and know? Mind the empty bottle with the holes along the bottom. You see, it's too much to ask for, and I am not the doctor.
I love her songwriting. It doesn't rhyme. Almost like in the slightest. She's just telling it like it is.
I live on someday when my motto is last week, and I don't wanna be responsible for your fractured heart and its wounded beat, and I don't wanna be a substitute for the smoke you've been inhaling. Well, what do you thank me? What do you thank me for? Visiting hours are 9 to 5, and if I show up at 6:10, will I already know that you'll find some way to sneak me in and know? Mind the empty
The melodies are not obvious at all.
along the bottom. You say it's too much to ask for,
Another beautiful song. I loved the meaning of that. She was telling this person they need to figure out their own. She's not a doctor, okay? So she's not there to heal you. You should go see a real doctor. Okay, I loved that. It was so fun. So, I mean, fun is kind of the wrong term because it's actually like sad if you think about where this song probably came from. Some kind of trauma from a situation like this. But anyways, we're going to go to the last track. It's called Wake Up. This album has been almost life-changing if you really think about it. I'll talk more when it's over. Wake Up.
You like snow, but only if it's warm.
Huh.
You like rain, but only if it's dry.
You want... Sorry, grass is always greener mentality.
Sentimental value to the rose that fell on your There's no fundamental excuse for the granted I'm taking for. 'Cause it's easy not to, so much easier not to. And what goes around never comes around till you.
This music sounds very early 2000s, but it actually came out in 95, which is so crazy. She was ahead of the curve.
You like pain, but only if it doesn't hurt too much. And you sit and you wait to receive. There's an obvious attraction to the path that least resistance in your life.
Wow.
But there's an obvious aversion of my mind or my insistence can make you try tonight. 'Cause it's easy not to, so much easier not to. And what goes around never comes around till you.
This is sounding like a similar situation to Not the Doctor. There's been some very good lines in this song.
There's no love, no money, no thrill anymore. Well, there's an apprehensive, naked little trembling boy with his head in his hands. And there's an underestimated and impatient little girl raising her hand. But it's easy not to, so much easier not to. And what goes around never comes around till you. To the end.
beautiful.
Wake up.
Okay. Wow, what a record. This song was really good. However, I felt like I don't know, didn't gravitate to it as much for some reason, or wasn't as obsessed with it as I was with the rest of the album. But this whole album altogether feels like a coming of age story. It is so perfectly written, and her melodies are so interesting. Her songwriting technique is so strange. It's like a dialogue, and I love that because it keeps you on your toes. You never know what the next lyric is going to be because it's not repeated often. The hooks are really catchy and really great. Yeah, it's just like a coming of age movie, but in an album form. And she's kind of talking about various different things, from religion to these relationships to growing up, life itself. So many different topics covered throughout the span of this album, and on a very like intimate level. This album was beautiful. Thank you guys so much for suggesting it. I have been wanting to listen to it and wanted to obviously react to it, so I'm glad that this was something that you guys were interested in watching. That's it for today's video. If you liked it, go ahead and hit subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, let me know your favorites in the comments, and head over to patreon.com/reacts if you're interested in checking out extra content and supporting me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. This was amazing. Peace out.